Hey everybody, it's Dina. I am back live because it was just the easiest way to finish up the videos from our Stampus Interruptus the other day. So I don't know if I'll catch any of you guys on, but you just might happen to see me. If you recall, we were in the middle of making this one card when I kind of completely messed it up. So I stamped this part wrong. I dropped my stamp over the top and I couldn't get the beak on right. So why don't we try this once more? You know, like stamped well. So I'm going to just quick, I cut another piece so we can start fresh because sometimes you just need to start fresh. Hey guys, it's just my impromptu, finish off this week's Facebook Live. It was just easier to shoot a Facebook Live versus shooting another video. Yes, Susan, I am live. But you will not see me put lipstick on because if I did the front start, you know, the part where you're looking at me from the front, it would just take forever and I got stuff to do. So anyway, if you recall, we did make our background of this card. I did do that in the other video, and I will post both of these videos to my blog, so you will not have to miss anything. But we created this background using I think it's called Fabulous Flamingo, right? I don't know. My stamps are sitting on it. Hold on. There we go. Fabulous Flamingo. Okay, so we're using that stamp set. So I've got my background ready. I have cut another clean piece without any issues on it. So let's get stamping. First of all, I might have just lied through my teeth though, because I think I need my other flamingo stamp. Yep, here it is. Okay, so here's my other flamingo stamp. This is actually, good. I even have I'm kind of running low on blocks right now because I have like 2 full class worth of stamps on blocks. So, oops. All right. Just grabbing my ink. Because of course, you know, a flamingo card has to be done in Flirty Flamingo ink, right? I mean, for sure. Okay. So, let's get this out. So I started, actually, let's see if we can keep from messing up as epically as we did the other day, because this is supposed to be the do-over where everything goes well. Okay, let me grab a couple more ink pads. That was Emerald Envy, and this is Pool Party. My gosh, so much has happened since we last were together. I mean, I, of course, signed off of my Facebook Live if you were with us the other day. Went outside to clear skies and sunshine, only to drive to pick up my son, and he was sitting there with kind of a scowl on his face because he knew he didn't need to come home. Oh my gosh, I don't know what the deal was. It's kind of storming here right now, so that could be part of the problem, guys, if you're having some trouble. Okay, so I stamped my water at the bottom. I'm going to add my little greenery whatnot stuff. Oh, so far so good. 2 stamps, 2 good impressions. Then I'm going to get my Flirty Flamingo pad. Goodness, I thought I had this all lined up. I do for the next couple of cards, but not for this one.
Hello, Internet.
There is my offender. I'm doing my live to fix from the other day. Oh, uh-oh. I don't know if you just saw that, but that was my son. Okay, so now I'm going to stamp. This is kind of the middle design. So I'm just going to stamp this right here. Okay, and that was in Flirty Flamingo. I'm live.
Oh, okay. Then I'll ask you this right now.
Yeah?
Do you want me to start dinner?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
That'd be awesome, sweetie. Thank you. Gosh, how about that, you guys? Do you want me to start dinner? Okay. All right, so now I'm going to line up my pink pirouette.
Ooh.
Okay. There we go. And then I'm going to do the let's see. I'm going to do the beak again in black. Where did my stamp go though? Oh, here we go. Okay, so here's my stamp. Now last time, you might recall I used black archival. I'm not going to use black archival this time. I'm going to use black memento, and I think that will work better. And the reason is because it's not going to dry immediately, which will make a big difference. Okay, so there we go. Let me get this out of the way. Make sure I don't have any on my fingers anywhere. All right, and then I'm just going to stamp right on there. Oh, so much better. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. Why are you sad? Oh no. People are sad. What's going on wrong? Nothing on my phone or computer. Frozen, frozen, frozen. Is she live? Yes, I'm live. What's happening? Live on your computer, but not your phone. I don't know. I don't know, people. Oh, there's love. People are there. This is good. Okay, guys. Phew. I think maybe some people are having trouble. It could be that this time of day, there is a little bit more usage. And maybe that's why. I'm not sure. Okay, now to finish up my card, what I'm going to do is ink up just kind of the tail feathers here with some Melon Mambo. And then, I hope it's not a Facebook problem. I don't know. I don't usually have many Facebook problems. Okay, so now we're going to get this on better than we did before. Now, here is really the key. To stick your butt out. This is like, you should see how far my butt out is right now. But you're going to see this. Voila, that's perfect. Do you see why sticking your butt out is so important? Oh my gosh. Isn't this cute, by the way? I knew my mad stamping skills were going to come and work in my favor. Okay.
Besides, your husband likes...
Yes, there's my husband. He just picked up the kids from lessons so I could be live with you right now. All right, guys, let's finish this card up before I mess it up. Actually, I don't think I'm going to mess it up, but I do really like it so far, and so I really don't want to mess it up. All right, so I'm going to get a thanks out of here. Oh, it's so nice to see that you guys are hearing and seeing me. It makes me feel better. Okay, so I like put half the stamps away and now we're getting them back out, but that's all right. Okay, so we'll do thanks, and we're going to do that in Memento as well. And isn't this turning out better this time? Oh my gosh. I apologize if you guys are having trouble, but it will be posted. Okay. So to finish this up, what I'm going to do is take my panel here. And by the way, this is 3 inches by 5.5. And then I'm going to add, some gold ribbon. Now I have to tell you, I tied this bow and I'm not really happy with it because it's not laying the way I want to on my sample, but I kind of have a solution to that. Okay. So what my solution is to tie a bow. Okay, so sometimes people like watching me tie bows. You can like rewind. I should do this like boomerang on Instagram where you can see or you can see me do it over and over. But there's my bow and that looks good. So I'll cut that off. Okay, then what I'm going to do is just take a length and go across my panel, wrap it around on both sides with glue dots. And then we'll be good. And I'm so not sure why people are having trouble. Okay, so Rosemary, you're asking why Memento over archival ink. So in this case, what I was doing was I was stamping the beak, and I wanted to make sure I lined it up, which means it took a little bit more time to get that stamp positioned, hovering over exactly where I wanted it to go. And in order to do that, archival ink dries a lot faster. So in order to get this stuck down the way I needed to use Memento so that it wouldn't dry so quick. And that is why I chose Memento over Archival. I really do use both inks. It just kind of depends. If I'm watercoloring, then absolutely Archival ink. But if I'm not, Memento tends to work really well for me. So I kind of like it. It also will clean off my stamps better and easier. So it kind of just depends. But generally, I do kind of use both. Okay. So now I adhered this, gosh, I got a little crazy with my adhesive though. I'm going to adhere this to a panel of gold foil paper. Okay, and then I'm going to adhere it right to my card. So it's kind of skinnier on this side and bigger on that side. And this is my card. Isn't it pretty? Isn't it kind of awesome? I kind of think it's kind of awesome. Okay, now I can say all that because I totally cased this from another demonstrator. I mentioned this on Monday. This is based on a card I saw by the amazing Paula Dobson. I think she is either Australian or from New Zealand. I can't recall. But anyway, this was totally her idea. I changed it up a little bit, but I really like how it works. So pretty. So happy. Okay, so there's that card. Finished it up. I'm really happy that my disaster turned out better this time. Whew. Okay, next card. Now this was planned, but we never got to it because I had to go rescue my son from a clear sunny day at the water park. Wink, wink, sort of. All right, so this next card is really pretty. I'm going to use the Kinda Eclectic stamp set and framelits. Let me pull that in. Someone I think said that this was a set they thought was totally Dina, and obviously it totally is. I will have an online class for this at some point. I just haven't scheduled anything quite yet. So this is a gorgeous, gorgeous stamp set. And then the framelits that come with it are kind of amazing. Let me just pull them out so you can see. We're going to use a couple of them, so I'll show you those in a minute. But check out this background. Then there's this cool little leafy thing. And then there's sort of these gemmy looking things. And then this piece works with this flower. And then there's just so many awesomeness things on this. This set is actually pretty amazing. Okay, but let's get down to what we're going to make, which is we are going to start with a piece of Bermuda Bay cardstock, and this is going to be a piece of printed paper that's 3x4, and I love this size because it fits perfectly out of a sheet of 12x12 cardstock. So that is completely why I planned it that way. And I love the pattern. This is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous paper. In fact, you might find yourself wondering how you could possibly use it, but you should. Don't hoard. It's good to use your supplies because then you have to buy more from me, right? Can you see me winking? Wink, wink. Okay, so there is my piece of printed paper. Now I also cut another piece of printed paper. This piece is kind of a darker night of navy color. And on all of my pieces here, well, not all of them, but this piece and the next one, I'm going to use my triple banner punch to punch a little flag on the end. Okay. And then I will adhere this across like so. And then I have a scrap. Now this is just a piece that's been left over from stamping, or not stamping, from cutting cardstock. And I'm also going to trim this one. And I'm going to stamp the sentiment, which actually is right from this stamp set. I think I just got some ink on me though. Pardon me. It says missing you, and my ink pad was right next to me, of course. I'm sorry it's not working for you, Joy. Hopefully you can catch me again later. So I'm going to stamp missing you. I'll even stamp it right side up just cause. Oops, that's not very centered. Oh, that's worse. All right. Of course things can't go perfect. That would be crazy. Okay, we'll just try this one more time. I think I have enough room that I can do this again and still have enough cardstock left. Although if I mess this up twice, then we're going to have to get another whole scrap. Okay, missing you. Maybe this is a chance, for me to get my butt out and make sure I'm stamping it where I think I'm going to stamp it. There we go. Sorry if you could see my face down in there. Okay, so missing you. And then I'm going to attach this to my card as well, overlapping my first piece just a bit. Oh my gosh, could you hear that? That's my daughter sneezing upstairs. It's been really sneezy around here. I think the allergies are kind of in full force right now here in Iowa. Okay, so isn't that cute? We're not even done. We haven't even gotten to the cute part yet. Okay, now I took this cool little vellum leafy thing and I die cut it out of vellum. Okay, then I also took the flower, and this comes in two pieces. You can do the outline piece or you can do the detail piece. So I did both. So actually I'm going to grab my die brush real quick. And we will get those pieces out. So I love the die brush. It's kind of like how you know the world loves you. I didn't really want the middle pieces to come out, but that's okay. The reason I didn't want the middle pieces to come out is because I was going to adhere the dimensional right there, but that's okay. Sometimes you just got to go with things, right? I mean, for reals. Okay, so there we go. Now I'm just going to stick this right here. I still think I'm going to put a dimensional under there because who's going to know? It's going to be okay. Because it's on white, it works. And then I'm going to just tuck this, little leafy thing behind there. I think, as I often do, I will just get rid of the stem, okay, and then I will stick it on with a dimensional, which will, things are flying. I'll stick this on behind. I'm sorry you're having trouble. I don't know what is happening. It's a bunch of you are saying that, and I really do apologize. I don't know why it's happening, but hopefully it's recording. But there is my card. It's super easy. Don't you love it? Oh my gosh. I don't even know if you will appreciate how gorgeous this is, having not seen it up close and in person, but it really is pretty. Okay, so that is my second card. Now I also promised you that I would show you some cards using, remember last week, if you caught my live, we did the embossing paste and I made up a bunch of these, but I hadn't made them into cards. So here are two of the cards that I made. I decided I wanted to use my good old watercolor wings. This is probably one of my very favorite sets. So let's make I have one more piece of paper that I embossing pasted. Is that words? Is that like the right grammar? So I have this scrap of cardstock and I made this color combination, but I didn't really like it because it was too like man colors. This one is Lemon Lime Twist stamped off, Night of Navy and Emerald Envy, and it was not what I wanted. So let's turn it into something awesome. Okay, so what I'm going to do is use the little butterflies. I seriously almost said bumblebees. Like, where did that come from? Okay, so I'm going to use the little butterflies. If any of you caught me when I used to call pineapples pumpkins, you might know what I'm talking about. All right. So for this one, I'm just going to take and stamp off my first layer and then stamp it on here. Same thing. I'm going to do two. And then We'll do the detail right over the top, full strength. Now the tricky part of that is when you do when you do it full strength, it's like super light underneath, so it's hard to see if you're lining up. And to fix that, what you could do is actually do the full strength first and then do the stamped off over the top of that second. So that might help. I'm so sorry if you're having trouble watching me cutting in and out. I have no idea why that's happening. It could be that we are having thunderstorms right now. I don't know if that's affecting the signal or what, but I do apologize, and hopefully it will be okay on the recording. And then actually, you know what? I'm going to do one more on here, which is I'm going to do one more full strength with this little detail over the top. And you can't see it a ton, but it's there. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to quick die cut these, so give me 1 second. I'm here, I'm just die cutting. Okay, one down, one to go. Give me just a second, guys, and I'll be right back. I'll even cut it even and straight for you, just because I like you guys. Okay, the second one is cut. So let's finish up our card. All right, so I've got my panel here that I did my paste on. And no, Karen, my son is not at the pool. He just got home from music lessons. Okay, so I will, let's see. We'll just see what we're going to do here. I really liked the lemon lime twist with the background and the gray. I don't know. I just like it, the color combination. I think it's kind of fun. So to finish this, what I'm going to do is actually take a little of my silver metallic thread, and these are small. So I'm going to wrap it around like 2 of my fingers for a few, and then 3 of my fingers for a few turns. We'll snip that, get it off my fingers, and then to adhere it to my butterfly, I'll just do a stripe of fast fuse and just kind of tack this down. It doesn't matter if it touches everywhere, just as long as it's on there a little bit to hold things into place, and it looks good. So then we'll foof it a little. And then we'll do that one more time. So in case you missed it, we're going to go wrap it around 2 fingers a few times, then 3 fingers a few times. Depending on the size of your fingers, you may need more or less fingers. Okay, there we go. We'll just kind of tack it down under here. I was trying to get like the ends, at least 1 or 2 of the ends in so that it holds in place nicely. And then kind of do that, although I'm a little bit regretting not stamping my abdomen yet, but that's okay. Where'd my stamp set go? Isn't this amazing? I love this. Oh my gosh. You're unsure of possible color combinations, Donna? Oh, Google it. It's everywhere. There's lots of color combinations. Did you guys just hear that? It thundered a second ago. Okay, I'm going to stamp my little abdomen on here because I'm a little anal that way. Now here is where my biology teacher shines. This bug needs its entire body. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to stamp my sentiment, which in this case is going to be happy birthday. The sentiments I used for these 2 cards are from the stamp set Special Celebrations. I showed this the other day. I have it here somewhere, this one. This is a two box stamp set, but I combined them into one. So here's the one box and here's the other box. But There you go. Oh my gosh, Karen, it's sunny there? That's crazy. Well, you know, the weather's been so crazy around here. I shouldn't say crazy. It's just like scattered thunderstorms where it comes and goes and it's sunny one minute and cloudy and stormy the next. It was pouring rain just a few minutes ago. Okay, so I'm going to stamp happy birthday, but I want to make sure that there's enough room for this, so I'm doing it upside down. And there is. Look at that. Ha! Happy birthday. Okay. Then, I'm not quite done yet, but I'm getting close. I will take, and you know what this card needs? Does anybody have any ideas? I'm thinking it absolutely needs some spritzing. So I'm going to pull my markers out. Yes, I have 2 sets of in-color markers, but that's because I run lots of classes. Now I'm going to spritz this, but I'm going to take away my other cards so I don't ruin them. I happen to have a little experience in that. But there we go. That wasn't quite enough. There it is. Just a little spritzing. Okay. Then we'll adhere this to our card base or layer, whatever this is. I don't know. Ooh, you know what else this needs? It needs some clear wink of Stella. I mean, it would be crazy not to put some on here. I did on my one that has, well, here I put a whole sparkly thing on top, so that one's probably good. But then I put wink of Stella on this one. Can you see the sparkles? Ooh. There we go. Okay, so now I've got sparkles on this one. Everybody's sparkly and happy. This is good. Then I'm going to fold my card, and then we're going to do one more thing, and then we'll be done. So I hope you are liking this. Okay, and then of course we're going to foof this up a little, because you know I like when my cards are dimensional, just prettier. Now, one last thing. I'm taking a piece of 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm just going to quick stamp a couple more of these. Where did my solid stamp go? Here we go. Just going to stamp a couple more of these. Well, actually, maybe I'll just do one right there. So I'll do that one and that one. Okay. And somewhere on here, I have little antenna. Boom. There we go. And I'm going to stamp the second part, because remember, this is an innie and an outie stamp set. So, well, maybe I didn't pull out the... So I did the outie, which is happy birthday. And then the innie is this stamp, because I love my innies and my outies. Whoa! We're going to stamp through a lovely little... Flamingo. We're going to stamp this in basic gray so that it shows through our little butterfly. Isn't that cute? Oh, I hope you like that one. All right, so we'll adhere this to the inside of our card. And I'll show you, I did that on at least one of the other ones of these. So there we go. Isn't that a happy birthday card? A happy birthday? No, I didn't do anything in that one, but I did it in this one. So this one is for my friend, and then the innie says, "You share so much, so gladly, so often. I'm blessed to have you in my life." Oh, so sweet. So there's that one. So aren't those cute? So those are my embossing paste cards. I hope you like them. Again, all these will be on my blog, so don't worry. So there are a bunch of cards. Now there's one more project we need to do. And this one, let me close up some of these ink pads. This one is called triple stamping. This was a request. So we are going to do that. I'm not going to clean all these up, but I've been itching to use my Tranquil Tulips stamp set. This is one of the host sets. You can get this the stamp set. If your order is over $150, you can use your Stampin' Rewards to get this for free, or you can also earn this set for free if you order my I Want It All product share, and I'm about to fill my second group. In fact, I think I only need one more person. So if you are interested in my product share, let me know. This comes free with the I Want It All product share, and you can either do that in 1 month or in 3 months, because it's a little spendy, I'm not going to lie, but there's a ton of stuff that comes with it. Holy buckets. Anyway, so this stamp set is probably my favorite Hostess set in the new catalog. I'll show you. By the way, I have to tell you, if you need to order, please do use this host code, and then I have a cool gift that you'll get with your host code. And if you either order or share this video or the other one, you will get to be in a drawing for the fabulous Flamingo stamp set, the one I did on my first card. So that's kind of an awesome deal. Now let's get back to our triple stamping. So triple stamping is a technique where you take 3 panels of cardstock and they are all layered. Now I don't remember the dimensions of any of these, to be completely honest, so I will have that included in the blog post. And then you stamp your design over the 3 pieces. Then we're going to mat those 3 pieces with some cardstock, and then we'll make our card. So I'm going to get rid of my flamingos and butterflies and get my tulips out. So let me just clear off a little space, because I'm not going to lie, the workspace is getting a little crowded here. Okay, so we'll bring in tulip stamps. Get rid of butterflies. Okay. And actually, I wanted to show you, I have a few cards. These are cards I've received in swaps. So here is the first one. Isn't that pretty? I really like this card. That was done by Mary Ann. And here is another card. This also very pretty. This one was done by Amy. And then this one also gorgeous. I love the little stamen in the tulips. I think that's so pretty. And then here we've got Lemon Lime Twist. Oh my gosh, you guys. There used to be a Luscious Lime. Oh my gosh. When I first started as a demonstrator, like 19 years ago, there was a stamp or an ink color called Luscious Lime. And it wasn't quite as pretty as this. It was a little bit more flat of a color. But anyway, I keep reverting back to that. I'm so sorry. Lemon Lime Twist. Lemon Lime Twist. Lemon Lime Twist. Lemon Lime Twist. There we go. So they used Lemon Lime Twist along with the Tranquil Tide. And I love the 2 colors. I think that's really pretty. Okay. That one was done by Tamra. All right, so to get this going, excuse me, I want to stamp on here. So I want to get my 3 layers of cardstock evenly lined up. I don't know if you can kind of see that. If you wanted to tack these down to kind of hold them in place, you could totally do that. I'm going to wing it. Don't judge if it goes badly, because it could. But I think I'm going to go like that. All right, so we are going to use, I'm thinking Pear Pizzazz. For the green, and then what for the flower? What for the flower? I kind of had Calypso Coral on my brain, so let's go with that. I think that'll go nicely with what I have planned. So, all right, here we go. Are you guys ready? And I love, the other part about this stamp set that I love is that it's kind of got that watercolor look, so it's really pretty. So we're going to stamp all over the 3 layers. Okay. So there we go. You can see it's stamped on all 3 layers. Now you can see them a little better. I was not giving you the finger, by the way. That was just how I was holding the card. A full disclosure, okay? All right. Then what I'm going to do next is take and stamp my tulip. So I want the big one there. I'm going to start by inking up that big one and stamping off a layer. And when you look at that and you're like, oh my gosh, it's like all weird. That is on purpose, people. That is the look it's supposed to be. But then we're going to take this gorgeous design that goes on top and stamp it full strength. And then are you ready? So pretty. Okay, and then I'm going to add in some black. And you might be thinking, what? Trust me. Black. There we go. Okay. So we're going to do that again, this time with the smaller tulip. So I'm going to use the first one, stamp it off. Boom. Stamp it off again. Boom. You can see I got all 3 of my layers. And then we'll do full strength right over the top. And I am giving a good amount of pressure because we want to catch those layers. So there we go. And then we'll use the other stamen, like so. There we are. Okay, that looks pretty cool so far. I'm digging it. Now let's add a little bit more to it. So there's also these beautiful leafy images that are in tulips. I know this because I totally watercolored them recently. You might have caught when I made some tulips on a Facebook Live. I think that was a couple weeks ago. Okay, so there's one stamped. And I think we're going to stick with the one. And then, ooh, now here's a question. What do you do when you move things? Not good, Dina. You line them back up. That's what you do. There we go. Okay, so then I'm going to stamp this one right there. Oops, I didn't quite get the whole thing. So let me try and line that back up. Here's where clear stamps rock. I got that covered back in. Okay, oh, isn't that gorgeous? Now we haven't even done the amazing part yet, so hold on. So I really think this is pretty. Dig in the look. Let's take it. Well, we need a really fantastic sentiment to go on top of this, don't you guys think? And gosh, one of those sample cards I just showed you had a pretty sentiment. This one, you're the best. That was cute. We could use that. Ooh, I know what I want. This one, sending love and hugs. I just can't get enough of the sayings in the stamp set. Really pretty. Sending love and hugs to you. I think that's a really nice sentiment no matter what. Whether it's kind of a, you're going through a hard time, or I just miss you. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this in black, and then the magic for this card is really going to come alive in a second here, so hold on. Are you guys ready? I'll stamp that right here. Please be straight, please be straight, please be straight. Do you ever do that? Do you ever pray to the gods of stamping to make sure that they watch over your work? I do. Okay, and then of course I got to do a little black spritzing. Add splatter. I'm doing it, Karen. Good minds, people. Okay. There we go. I really want some blobbies. I didn't get them though. That's all right. Okay. So I've got my spritz. I've got my 3 layers. I'm going to let this dry so I don't accidentally smear the splatter. I've done that before. It makes me mad. My husband actually borrowed my heat gun the other day, which I think is kind of funny. I'm really not sure what he was doing with it, but he did return it and he plugged it back in, which was nice because I like that it's plugged in. Okay, now I have cut 3 coordinating pieces of cardstock in black, and again I will put all the dimensions on here for you. But what I'm going to do is take this piece and adhere it to this one, and I'm using these little skinny layers of color. Here we go. So I'm going to move this out of the way a little bit. And you can do this one of 2 ways. You can either adhere the, so I always adhere right to the the mounting layer. So the black is the mounting layer. And then I will pop it up to the next layer, you know, up. So I'll adhere all 3 layers. And I think this is where the triple stamping gets exciting. Okay, so do you see where we're going with that? Oh. All right, and this might not look like much, but it just completes the whole card, and it's crazy gorgeous. Now, of course, we have to put all of this onto a card. So I'm thinking I'll pull Calypso Coral, but whoa, that can't be Calypso Coral. I think that was Tangerine Tango. At least I hope it was. Gosh, do I not have a piece of Calypso Coral? Oh wait, here we go. Found one. We could also do Pear Pizzazz. It just kind of depends. There's one choice. I like to keep my options open. So just in case, you guys tell me which one you think will look better. Ooh, I'm kind of leaning towards Pear Pizzazz and I haven't even put it on yet. Oh yeah, this is too much. Okay, so then I'm going to put dimensionals between my layers. And this is kind of one of those personal preference things. Do you want dimensionals between all the layers? Maybe, maybe not. Oh, that's weird. The backing came off with my dimensional. Can you guys hear? My daughter is listening. She is 15 and I should not complain, but she has all of a sudden a really interesting taste in music. She listens to like 80s music, like Elton John is on the radio upstairs right now. And she also likes Billy Joel. He's coming in concert this summer and I thought about getting tickets because I'd like to see Billy Joel. I guess she could tag along. But I think that'd be pretty fun to see. Okay. So then center that up. Oh. Do you guys like this? It's so pretty. I'm really digging how this turned out. Okay, I'm just going to adhere this layer though to my card because otherwise it's going to get really fat and the post office will freak out. They don't like when stuff is too thick. How pretty is that? Of course, we should put a little Link of Stella on there. I mean, it seems only right. Okay. So there you have it. You asked for triple stamping and I delivered, friends. That is my triple stamping card. Now you could add a ribbon or something to this, but I think it looks so nice as it is. I don't want to like mess it up. So I'm just going to leave it as is. And I will just say that if you order from me, it's possible you could get one of these cards that I made today as a thank you. So here, this is my last card. Let me bring all the cards back in. I'm trying to remember what I stamped earlier, because didn't I stamp some cards before I got interrupted on Monday? It seems like something got finished. I can't remember though. So I did that one. And then I did this one. Did I do anything before my Flamingo? Gosh, I can't even remember. Maybe not. And then I promised you cards with my embossing paste, and these are those cards. So we got a lot of stamping done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's not bad. All right. So there are all my projects, guys. All of this will be on my blog. So if you are catching this later, all of the details will be on there for you. So I will try and get it up yet tonight. It's already almost 6 though, so I don't know. It might be till tomorrow. I'll do my best though. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, one last shameless plug. It really helps me if you order. That's what helps me bring these amazing gifts and amazing videos too each week. So here's the host code to use. The link will be in the description of this video if you're watching it on YouTube. If you are also watching it on YouTube, click the subscribe now box, which will be right there. But use the host code. I'll send you a gift that goes with it. I have actually kind of a cute little something ready for you. And then if you share this video right now, no, I'm just kidding. Just if you share the video, you can do it on YouTube as well. Share the video or order, and that'll enter you into a drawing for the fabulous Flamingo stamp set. I actually sent out a whole bunch of Happy Mail today, and I have more Happy Mail going out. I've been busy getting Happy Mail ready, so check that out. Also, I have product shares available. Like I said, I have one more spot left in my I Want It All group. So if you are interested in that, please either leave me a message, or you can see the product share information on my blog. So check that out. And last but not least, thank you guys so much for joining me. I always love stamping with you, and I hope you had a good time. So I will see you guys again soon. Happy stamping, and take care, guys. Bye.